Okay, hi there. I got updates. The first thing to say is that I got a proper battery now for SAAB. It's now if you can see, supercharge. It's 650 cranking amps. Green. It's I got it second hand. Third of the price of the brand new battery, and this is only about 4 or 5 months old. But as you might have noticed, there is a slight problem with it. That is to say, the terminals are on the other way around. See, the terminals should be here, right? Plus and minus. They're on this side instead of that side. I got it, and I didn't realize that's how it was. So it required a little bit of fiddling around and changing things. This cable needed to be extended, so it's a new one that I've put in there. The old original was about this long, so this needed to be extended to reach to the plus of the plus terminal of the new battery. Plus the battery is a little taller than the old standard one and a little shorter, so I needed to put a few blocks in there. I don't know what it's with the 9000, but this is the second time I see it doesn't have battery clamps. I don't know if that's normal or it's just this one. I'll show you the other old battery. It's just sitting here. We'll bring it. This is the old battery that was sitting in there. So let's have a look. See, the old battery is longer and it's longer and not as tall. It sits like this, right? So it seems to fit into this battery box a lot better. It doesn't really, it doesn't really rattle around or move around. But you would think that there must be some kind of battery clamp, but there isn't. So you can let me know in your comments down below if there are meant to be clamps in the 9000. This is the second 9000. In my previous 9000 and non-turbo, it was exactly the same. It didn't have a clamp. Anyway, I'll have to have a look on the internet if that's how it's supposed to be. So this is the first update. Another update is that I replaced the tires. I switched the tires around. The Hankooks, see, they're slightly directional on this side. The Hankooks have come to the front and the Toyos I've put to the back. See? Toyo. Now, when I was driving last time, I remember saying that the car might need wheel alignment. Well, now it doesn't. I didn't think it needed to. When I had the new tires fitted, the ones that I got on the back, Toyo, they have overinflated them. So they, instead of being 32 psi, they were nearly 38. And one was 38, the other one was 34. So it felt uneven. So one side was pulling to slightly to the left. You can feel that quite easy, especially on a run on a freeway. But once I have made sure that it's got right pressure, so it's got 32 all around, and I shifted the tires around, put the Hankook to the front, the car drives, there's straight, there's no need for any wheel alignment whatsoever. The steering wheel is a little bit wonky, but it's always been like this. I might have to just turn the steering wheel around so it's straight, it's not a little bit at an angle. A few other things, I was thinking I'm going to show you a few sort of quirky things that are only particular to the SAAB. And one strange thing, if you like, is the way that the engine oil is checked and filled. So this is the engine oil, the dipstick, all right, the dipstick, and where you put the engine oil. So the engine oil does not, there's no, as you can see on the top, there is no filler for engine oil. Usually that's what you have on all motors, on all engines. You would have a filler here somewhere on the top of the head cover, right? Not in the SAAB, not in the 900, not in the 9000. It's here. And the oil, when you fill it through this, it's a long pipe, it goes straight to the sump, to the oil sump. I don't know what the benefits of that are. I was thinking about this the other day, because normally when you fill from the top through from here, from the head cover, you know, the engine oil spreads all over your you know, the top of the head, all over the camshafts and so on, which is always a better option when you're starting an engine for the first time. So I don't know if someone can tell me in the comments what the benefits are of actually putting the oil straight into the sump. Now another thing, have a look at this, the size of this dipstick. Look at this. It's the size of a truck. Can you see it? I mean, it's a truck-sized dipstick. It's huge because it's got to go all the way to the sump. So these are just a few SAAB quirks that I wanted to show you. A few other bits and pieces that are rather unusual here too, but for those we would need to go inside. So let's have a look. Oh yes, we got a light here. You know, I mean, I don't know whether you still get the lights in the newer cars, but certainly you didn't get them in the older cars. That's your engine bay light, which is not a common occurrence at all. Not in old cars. Oh, I don't know. I've never had a brand new car, so I don't know. Someone can tell me this as well. What else can we show? Oh, we'll go to the back of the car. I'll show you what it's like in the boot. I haven't actually shown this to you before. Now the struts here are a little funny. They don't hold. So they might just fall on my head, just bear with me. This is the way I normally do it. Yep. So, see this device? This is a CD changer from the 90s. Original CD changer from the 90s. I don't know how well you can see. There it is. I think it actually works. From memory, I've had some CDs in there. Have a look. Alright, oh, there it is. Yeah, it works. So you can put CDs in there. I don't have any, but you can, and it still works to this day. What else? Toolbox. There's the original toolbox. Where's its tools? Fits something like this, something like that. There it is. All the original tools, SAAB tools in there. And another thing, just bear with me, here in the spare wheel compartment, we'll have a look. This is common to all, so at least all my old 900s, classic 900s, and this, of course, you got the space saver, but you also get a plastic bag to put your spare wheel inside. See? What does that say on there? No, it's actually still in Swedish. Can you read this? Yeah, cover for punctured wheel. Original, never used. It's still sitting here. Look how clean it is inside. No rust, nothing. The spare, the The space saver, I don't know, it might have been used once or twice. Doesn't seem like it. It's a little bit dusty, that's all. So that's the things I wanted to, the quirky SAAB things I wanted to show you today. Okay, let's get out of here because the is on my back. The struts are not really holding anymore. I need to regas them or get new ones. What else? Oh yes, you can move the chairs. I don't know if you can see. Have a look on this side. See? And these come forward and you've got a station wagon. That's why it's called Combi Coupe. Got a lot of room. In my 900 Classic, when we drove to Sydney, actually when we drove to Coffs Harbour, all the way on the border of Queensland, my dog, my wife and I, we slept in the back of the car on the old 900 Classic, because it has just as much room, so it's easy. So it's just, let me have a look. Just moves forward. You got to remove the headrest, see, and you got lots of room, heaps of room. It turns into a station wagon, or I don't know what you call that in America, but that's why it's called Combi. In Europe, some of these cars were called Combi, right? Okay, let's have a look on the other side again. So heaps of room. And you get this, so you can rest your arm in there. Sometimes, I think in the newer cars, you get a place to put your drinks in there, but not in this one. So these are the sort of SAAB quirks. Let's have a look at the front. Of course, it's seats, completely automatic, electric. They move on their own. I mean, you know, that moves forward up. It tilts forward up. Memory, so you can memorize where you were sitting, what your most comfortable position is, and so on. And the instrument panels, of course, you know, I've showed you this before. The climate control, the original radio, and all that stuff which works. And this is, let me just turn the car on and I'll show you what this is. Yep. So this works. This works as a trip computer. Okay, so we'll have to look here now. So press info. How well you can see. So now it's showing voltage, the charging of the battery, right? Here is liters per 100 kilometers, which is not a accurate reading. That needs to be reset. And this is how many kilometers are left to empty of the tank. So I got 121 kilometers on whatever it's left in the tank still to go. So this is charging the battery. There's a lot of stuff. Actually, I don't really know how it all works. I haven't used it, but you can. There's a temperature here. It shows 50 degrees, which is obviously Fahrenheit. There's a what's this clock? There's a trip computer that you can set, reset, and so on. And this is the info thing. I don't know how this works, to be honest. So this is your temperature that shows outside in Fahrenheit, I think. This is the clock, and then you got this trip computer. Then you got this trip computer which you can set my clock's not set. Once every time you take out the battery, the clock is not the clock goes down to 0, so I have to reset the battery. I haven't done it again. Excuse me, after fitting the new battery, so we turned that off. Like I said, what else? What the quirky things? There used to be a light in the. It actually works in the glove box. But look how big the glove box is. This is where all your fuses are. Look how easy it is to access the fuses. It's just really easy. So that's there. I think in the newer subs, the CS, the glove box is not existent because they've got the airbag in there. So this is the glove box. Here is your seat warmers. So this is, all the way to 3. So left chair, right chair. This thing here, the seat warmers. I forget to keep the camera on what I'm showing. I'm looking at it rather than just using the camera. This is the sensor that measures the temperature inside the car, so the climate control can adjust it automatically. These are your lights. Yeah, this is the fog lights. The fog lights alarm, and here is the dimming of the lights inside on the dashboard. Yeah. Up here you've got, like I've shown you, fasten your seat belts. Then you have light. This is the map light that still works, and then you've got the lights for controlling the inside of the car. This is actually a manual. You've got a little thingy that you can open and close the sunroof manually if the motor fails. And in my case, the motor needs to be replaced. It's not working at the moment. So this is really, and that's the sunroof, the rear light. It's got also reading lights at the back, which I don't know if they work. Let's go and have a look if they work. Let's go and find out if these work or not. I've never tried them, to be honest. Let's have a look. Yeah, they work. This one works. Yeah, they work. Okay, let's go and have a look on the other side. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, this one works too. I've never tried it. I've had this car since, nearly 10 years. I've never used it. So there's so many things that, and of course, it has the lights on the door. Whoop. So that when you're parked somewhere and the car's running, that the cars are, especially in the dark, they can see you being parked or open the door. Now this is where my dog sits. That's his tail. This is the what that is. That's an original SAAB sticker. Let's have a look. Yeah, from something fell off. It's an original Bros. Yeah. So here you can see that if we close that, you can have, this is where they can put their drinks while sitting in the back. See? So how smart is this? Huge compartment. There's a light in here, but at the moment it doesn't work. I might have to have a look if we can fix this. This is the electric windows control, the automatic gearbox control. Yeah, let's have a look. What else can I show you that it's really quirky on the SAAB? That's probably it. If I think of other things, well, let me have a look. Yep, the lights are on. That's with the fog lights. Engine bay light works, so if you get stuck at the side of the road in the middle of the night, you need some light. But there it is, it's still working. So these are the updates today. the SAAB gets a new better battery, 560 cranking up amp battery. These are the engine mounts that I was talking about. They're broken. I don't know if you can see. The rubber is cracked, especially on this side. So these we're gonna go to wreckers to pick, see if we can find something to replace them. That's the aircon compressor. The aircon works, but it just needs to be regassed. It actually works really well. It was cold last time I used it, really cold. What else can I show you that you would like to see? Oh, that's the turbo, by the way. And I still don't know whether it is the Garrett T25 or T28. Someone can comment in the comments which turbo it is. Anyway, I think that'll be enough for today. That's the old batch that I showed you. Just have a look at the car again. We'll go for a drive. Maybe tomorrow. It's stopped raining. It was raining the last few days, so I didn't take the car out of the garage. So that'll be it for now. So till next time, I'll see you soon. Bye.